Hey guys, Cubehamster here with the tutorial for the multi-key security lock. It's a video I did a while back. I'll put a link in the description to it, but the basic idea is that it is a security lock that accepts certain types of keycards. It can actually accept multiple, and for each different keycard it gives a separate output. So you can use it as some sort of system to open doors or whatever. I have the setup right here, so you can get the dimensions of what the build is going to be like. It's fairly big. It's like 7 by 9 and then 10 high. And the dispenser that is like the input of the device will be integrated into the wall, like so. And the resources you will need in order to build it are these. So one dispenser, 35 redstone dust, 17 repeaters, a button, it's useful for something, 11 comparators, 46 hoppers, it's pretty hopper intensive, and 7 droppers. The build itself is fairly easy, it's not like super duper complicated, but yeah, it's pretty easy to build. So let's continue with the tutorial. Okay, I would like to start with the dropper hopper layout. It's fairly big, but then we get most of the stuff done at the start, and it will make it easier for me to explain where all the other stuff goes. I'm going to start with the droppers. Basically, what you want to go to this block, place a block, and then place 7 droppers facing up. And in order to place a dropper on another dropper, you need to press you need to hold Shift. And the last one actually goes towards the right, so it's 7 hoppers like that. And then at the bottom, I'm going to place a hopper, and we're going to make 5 of these hoppers on top of each other. And then we'll go around the corner again, and we'll go and take it all the way back towards the input. So what's going to happen as soon as we put a keycard into the dispenser, it will travel towards through all the hoppers, all the way down into this dropper, and this is going to turn into a dropevator, so that this is going to dispense the items upwards. As for the the ones 1 block lower, what you can do is you can place these are some temporary blocks, because I actually like the hoppers to go into the blocks. So the hopper has a little output, and you want to make it go to the side. As for the ones below, we're going to add 2 more layers, and these are all going to face down, straight down, and the one below that as well, like so. And then at the bottom, what we're going to do is we're going to send a line of hoppers that is going to transport the items that go all the way to the bottom towards the silent dropevator. So you end up like this. As for the the dispenser, because obviously the items, if you put in your keycard, you expect your keycard to go back. So what you want to do is you want to put a hopper there, and then we'll go around the corner. Let's see, like an additional one, like so, and like that. So now the items are going to put into this hopper, and the hopper itself is going to transport them around the corner all the way back towards the dispenser. And then we need some sort of elaborate system that makes it spew out the items without it going back into the system. But that's what we'll get to later on. But this is the general hopper dispenser setup. Now that that is done, I would like to move on towards a small system, and from here on I'm going to try and color code everything I do, and that's the silent dispenser. And it's not silent in the sense that it is completely not going to make any noise, but it is silence in the sense that whenever the dispenser is empty, it's not going to play a whole bunch of clicking sounds that a dispenser that is empty normally makes. Anyways, what you want to do is want to place redstone dust there and there, like 2 dots, then a comparator around the corner, and then finally some dust here, and then you put this comparator on subtract so that the little red light turns on. And what this will do is will temporarily lock this hopper. But basically now, whenever there's any items in the hopper, it's going to spew them out, depending on if the hopper below is locked, but that's something we'll look into later. But like even when it spews out the last redstone dust in this case, it's not going to play the annoying clicking noise. This is based off a fairly old video I did a while back. But it's useless. It's useless. It's a useful concept. Next up, I want to take a look at the item filter system, and this is a fairly old system, but it's very reliable. And what we'll do is I'm going to use white wool for the color coding this time. Obviously, you don't have to color code necessarily, but I think it makes it a bit more easy. What we're going to do is we're going to take an output from the second row of hoppers from the top. And what we're going to do is we're going to take this signal, and we're going to take it all the way down here, where we have repeaters, like so. And then we have torches down here. And then we're going to have to place a whole bunch of redstone dust, like so. So basically it will look like this. Hope you can see the comparator as well. And what this will do is this will create like a threshold where, seeing as there's a torch here right now, this hopper is locked. And seeing as the hopper above is like directed towards the side, the only way that items can get down here is when this hopper does not receive any power whatsoever. So what that allows you to do is, if I get an anvil, and something that's been recommended to me is to, like instead of what I did in the original video, to consider using like books as a very reliable like keycard item, but I'm just going to use this item for now. But the way what's going to happen now is if you go towards the second row of hoppers and you put any items in here, at the moment it's not going to go anywhere. And what you'll see on the other side is that the redstone dust is still over here. As soon as I add one additional like wool to the system, the signal is going to go towards the unpowered redstone dust over here, which will power the repeater, turn off the torch for just a millisecond, and allow one item to go through. So whenever you're using the system, what will happen is you put one item in, and then one item actually manages to go through. And I can show this to you. If I just put one item in here, you'll see that it will go disappear, and it will actually end up like going down, and eventually it should end up in the dropper over here. So that is the filter system. And I have done the first one now, but you can like have 6 different items with different names set up, and you can also use like book copies and stuff. It's yeah, basically you'll be the only one to have the item, and it's fairly easy to change if you ever feel the need to do so after getting killed or something. Just a little addition to the code thing. This was something suggested in the comments of the video. I mentioned it a moment ago. But if you get a book and you sign it, and you have the original, and you make a couple of copies, you can actually use these copies as keycards as well. Because the keycard, like the filter, what you do is you put 5 items in the keycard thing, and then as soon as an additional copy of the original goes into the system, it will send a signal and like travel down. But that is awesome. That means that if you have the original hidden somewhere, and someone breaks in or gets your keys or anything, they can never make a copy of your key card, because as soon as you make a copy of the key card, you will not have a copy of the original, but you will have a copy of the original. So this is way more secure than just having items with a certain name. And obviously, like, you can type stuff in the book, and then as soon as it like triggers it, at the moment it's going down here for testing, but eventually it's going to travel back and poop out the dispenser. Now moving on to the back, I'd like to work on the silent dropevator. I'm going to use green wool. What we're going to do is we're going to take a signal from the bottom dispenser, and then we'll go around the corner, and then we'll have a repeater on 2 ticks here. So I don't want it to go too fast, and the reason I don't want it to go too fast is because I put it on subtract, because I like my dispensers not clicking. I don't know, it's just the thing I hate when I mess around with dispensers. Anyways, we get a little torch tower up, and what we're going to do is go towards the side here, put down some redstone dust, and then a torch on the side. Like that's the noise I don't like. Then we continue. And we have another torch on the side here, and one on the side there. And then we'll go even higher. And one there as well. And then the final one. With the torch here. Like so. And now if I just temporarily like block off the hopper there, and what will happen is as soon as I put in like 8 or so in the dropper, they will slowly move up, no clicking noises, and then eventually you should end up with, let's see, where'd they go? I thought I blocked them off. There's 2 there. Oh, I know what happened. Okay, whoops. Let's try that again. That was not very good. I know where I can find them now, but like I should have blocked it off with a separate system. So let's try that again. Put in 8 redstone dust, and it should end up all in the hopper here, or in the hopper there. Yeah, there we go. And we'll find the additional stuff here. There we go. But yeah, that works, so that's good. Then for the final piece of the puzzle, the purple circuit, and this circuit prevents items that have traveled through the system all the way back into the dispenser to get dragged into the dispenser below again. And the way we do that is we get a signal from the hopper, and it's going to send, there's actually items traveling the system right now because I like cluttered it up, but it's gonna get sorted in a moment. 2-tick repeater, and then redstone dust, and then we actually want to go around the corner and we place the button here, that's the redirect, and then we need to extend this pulse. So we're going to make a fairly basic like pulse lengthener, and the way we do that is with a whole bunch of repeaters. Then we go around the corner, like so, and then we connect all of these. And then now the next time the item will go through, it will get stuck, and it will like basically it will lock down this hopper for long enough for the items to get spewed out. So that also means that as soon as someone starts like putting junk in your system, like half of it will get ejected immediately, and the other stuff will get like dropped out as soon as they like have traveled through the system. Apparently one of them has been a bit stubborn. Oh no, wait, at 16. No, that's correct. That's correct. So yeah, that is the basic system, and we can do like a little test. And there's one additional thing we can do, and this kind of depends on how mean of a person you are. But as soon as someone messes with your system, you get a little system over, like a little signal over here. So if you want to open a lava trap or something, you can hook it up to this like little output. As for the outputs of the system itself, that's basically a whole bunch of repeaters down here. And so if we do a little test, I empty my inventory, and I get like all the items I've set up. I haven't been that original, but let's make it so we can actually see what's going on. So let's try the first one. See that it like activates for a little bit, and then after a while we should get our item back. There we go. Let's do the second one. Let's actually do the third one as well. Oh, it was not the third one. Let's do this one. There we go. Let's do this one. And then the last one. There we go. And like you can just split off these systems. What you could do is, if you're like unfamiliar, you can split them up like this. Basically, you just take them wherever you want them to go. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching. I hope this build helps you out. And if you liked it, be sure to leave a like on the video. And if you're new to my channel, be sure to subscribe for future videos. Thanks for watching, and yeah, I will see you guys later. Bye bye.